What's going on with y'all? What's up with y'all, man? We're here, we're in good spirits, of course. God don't make mistakes. We got faith in God no matter what. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, bro. We're not worried about nothing.
Now, before I start this video, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank the Bleacher Report on TikTok for this story. As you know, Shedeur Sanders hasn't been drafted in the second nor in the third round. And I tweeted when that incident happened, I said, he's been blackballed. And when you're been blackballed by the NFL, and it's because of Deion Sanders. Now, Deion Sanders, as we all know, is his father. And Deion Sanders is a strong black man, which owners don't like, or GMs or assistant GMs don't like, right? And, I'm talking to you at nearly 2-some in the morning. I don't want to wake up my wife, so that's the main reason why I'm talking low like this. But this reminds you of what happened with Colin Kaepernick. You notice that ever since Colin Kaepernick took a knee, like I think 4 years ago, 5 years ago. No, I think it was like years ago. When Colin Kaepernick took that knee and he wants to return to the NFL, no NFL teams want him. I mean, basically, they didn't want to, call in for a workout or a trial or none of that. And so I read a comment saying that one of the NFL assistants said that, Shedeur Sanders' interview was one of the worst. And I see quarterbacks in the third round being taken way before Shedeur Sanders did. And one of the quarterbacks is awful. One of the quarterbacks is awful. And Shedeur Sanders is way better than him. So I said, this is definitely remind you of the Colin Kaepernick situation. And, the thing of it is that people want to know why Shedeur didn't get drafted yet, or this is expected. When you basically been attacked, or don't want to deal with you in the NFL, Shedeur Sanders, who he has social media following, who has celebrities as a whole, and basically you still want to get rejected. You want to get rejected by the same people that respected Deion Sanders in his prime. When you have Travis Hunter, who's been, drafted in the number 2 overall in the first round, Shedeur Sanders should have been drafted, picks later. I say like 5 or 6. The Giants should have drafted him right then and there. But they overlooked him either. All the teams that do desperately need a quarterback overlook Shedeur Sanders. And they know it. This reminds you of the Colin Kaepernick situation. I don't care what other people think. Y'all can say, no, that's a different situation. No, this is similar. And all Colin Kaepernick did was took a knee. He took a knee. And all hell broke loose. Now, with Colin Kaepernick, it's over for him because any NFL team didn't want him. And he's still waiting for this opportunity, but there's no opportunity now because of the NFL. Now Shedeur Sanders is feeling that same fate. And so now, because of Deion Sanders, the NFL is going to go after your son. And then they're going to say, well, you hear the one of the assistants, well, he got one of the worst interviews ever. Some of them didn't even look at the direction. All the NFL owners have basically come together, just like they did with Colin Kaepernick. They come together and said, this kid, no, we're not drafting him. So now, people around the world are seeing this. It's not just me. People are seeing this. And shouts out to Shedeur Sanders. I mean, he basically, he's humble, he's respectful. He said, God will take care of him regardless. We'll come like later on in the afternoon. The 4th through 7th rounds is coming up. And we're going to wait and see if Shedeur Sanders get drafted, if not the 4th round, probably the 5th or the 6th, maybe the 7th. Maybe he ain't going to get drafted at all. But it's kind of funny that all of a sudden, you don't want to even take a look at this young man. You don't want to draft this young man. It's bad enough that he didn't get drafted in the 1st round. Then the 2nd, then the 3rd. And then I say, yep, this is the same thing that happened with Colin in a different direction. Colin wanted to be back in the NFL roster. No NFL team will even look at his direction. And that's exactly what's going on with Shedeur Sanders right now. No other NFL team didn't even look at his direction. And he got talent. That's the thing. He got talent. Deion Sanders has raised him well. He never been in trouble with the law. That's one thing. NFL prospects, even got drafted, even though he was been in trouble with the law, have a criminal record, been arrested for sexual assault, blah blah blah, and still get drafted. You will hear nothing about Shedeur Sanders getting in trouble. He wasn't in trouble. Didn't trouble the law. He never had a criminal record. He never did anything with anyone. He was a humble kid, a good talent, and he, as well as Travis Hunter, was in Jackson State with Deion as head coach. But when Deion took the head coaching job in the University of Colorado, both Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders followed to the University of Colorado. That's how talented these kids was. And now, because of the hating of Deion Sanders, all of a sudden they don't want to deal with Shedeur Sanders. No. So it makes me wonder, guys, what's going on? It makes me wonder that Shedeur Sanders has been blackballed. Because we all know teams need a quarterback. We know that. You got the Oakland Raiders. You got the Las Vegas Raiders. You got the Denver Broncos. You got New Orleans, right? You got all these teams. This needs a quarterback, and they're not even looking at Shedeur Sanders' way. And they say, well, what about a backup role? Well, they claim they need a backup. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be in the NFL roster as a backup or a 3rd string. This is sort of like the Colin Kaepernick situation. He didn't take no knee. He didn't put no black fist in the air. He was humbled. And the NFL is doing this. Everybody's seeing what's going on now. Everybody. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. I think that, in my opinion, now we're going to see from 4th through 7th rounds what will happen. But so far, the way I see it, Shedeur Sanders has been blackballed, just like they did with Colin. So this is an orchestrated attack. And like, if the NFL don't want me, if I were Shedeur Sanders, there's basically I can go to the CFL, I can go to there's the I think the UFL or the USFL. I can go to there and play football. There's other leagues I can go to. But it's sad how the NFL is doing to this kid. He's innocent. He wants to play football like everybody else, and y'all doing the Colin Kaepernick thing and refuse to even draft this kid. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.